Hi children, today let us learn about our constitution. Our country got independence on 15th August 1947. During the time of independence, India had to face many problems. Some of the important challenges that India faced during independence are refugee problem, merger of princely states, and maintenance of law and order. Refugee problem. Our government provided housing for refugees who came from Pakistan in various parts of the country. Second one, merger of princely states. At the time of independence, there were many princely states. Under the leadership of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, successfully merged these princely states into Indian Union, reforming the law. There was a need to create a constitution. Now let us see what is constitution. The constitution is a set of rules and regulations guiding the administration of a state. What is constitution? It is a set of rules and regulations that guides the administration of a state. Constituent Assembly. As per the recommendation of the Cabinet Commission, a Constituent Assembly with Indian members was formed in 1946. In the beginning, the Assembly had 389 members, but with the partition of India, the total number came down to 299. The first meeting of this Constituent Assembly was held on 9th December 1946 and the next meeting was held on 11th December 1946 under the chairmanship of Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly. When was the first meeting held? The first meeting of the Constituent Assembly was held on 9th December 1946. Drafting Committee. The Constituent Assembly formed 22 committees and 5 subcommittees to examine in detail all the issues related to the country. Drafting Committee is the most important committee and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of this drafting committee. Based on his contributions to the framing of the Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is called as the Chief Architect of Indian Constitution. Who is called as the Chief Architect of Indian Constitution? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Framing of the Constitution. The Constituent Assembly took 11 months and 18 days to complete its work. Finally, the Indian Constitution was approved on 26 November 1949 and it came into force on 26 January 1950. Every year on 26 January, we celebrate this day as Republic Day. Preamble to the Constitution. What does the preamble contain? The preamble contains the fundamental policies and ideals of the Constitution. Preamble is the sum of the structure, values, principles and goals of the Constitution. It has been described as the jewel of the Constitution. Dash has been described as the jewel of the Constitution, that is the preamble. K.M. Munshi has referred to it as a political horoscope. Children, every day you used to recite the preamble of the Constitution. Now let us recite the preamble of the Constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, This 26th day of November 1949 do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. We the people of India means this Constitution, our Constitution is prepared by us Indians, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. What type of country is India? Sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. And to secure to all its citizens justice. What type of justice? Social, economic and political justice. Liberty. Liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. Equality. Equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. What are the important factors of the preamble? First one, we the Indian people. It means the Indian Constitution is framed by the Indians and it strives to fulfill the dreams of Indians. Second important factor is sovereign. India is a sovereign country, means it is not under the control of any other country in the world. It has its own foreign policies. Next one is socialist. The goal of our constitution is to create social equality and promote welfare of all the people in our country. Secular. The word secular has been incorporated in the Constitution through the 42nd Amendment in 1976. The word secular has been incorporated in the Constitution through the Dash Amendment, that is through the 42nd Amendment. In India, citizens have the liberty to practice any religion they desire, and all religions have equal status in India. That's why we can say that India is a secular country. In India, no religion has been given the status of state religion. All religions have equal status. Democratic Republic. Elections are held every 5 years through universal adult franchise. The representatives are elected through universal adult franchise. Not only that, our head of state, that is the President of India, is elected for a period of 5 years. These two facts, that is the election of representatives through universal adult franchise and the election of our head of state, that is the President of India, these two facts prove that our country is a democratic republic. Children, the remaining part of the lesson will be continued in the next video. Thank you.